Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie, this is the best and only way you guys should be making money online, and that's by doing... Alright, just like you, I've always had the dream to have the laptop lifestyle and be able to make money from the comfort of my home and not have to listen to a boss, clock in and clock out, and most importantly, be able to make as much money as I possibly can on my own terms. And today, I'm gonna show you guys the 5 best ways you can make money online that anyone can do regardless of the skill or actual experience online. So if you guys enjoy this, I ask you to drop a like and subscribe, and I think you should because it's free and everyone loves free stuff. So let's actually start with me. I started YouTube January 2009, literally 12 years ago, and I had a dream to be a huge YouTuber and have an online business making money. Now, although I didn't get the YouTuber part down, I did actually start my first online business that kind of blew up for me. At least I could say that as a 13-year-old. But now I'm going to show you how I went from making around $400 to $500 a month to now making tens of thousands every month, and deep dive into, my opinion, the best online businesses that you can start right now and show you exactly how you can make them work for you. And then by the end of the video, I'm going to talk about my #1 business that I recommend to literally everyone. I want to start off by saying that although I'm going to show you guys the ins and outs of these businesses and how to set them up for yourself, it does not mean that they're just cash grabs. The online space is saturated, it's competitive, and it's fairly cutthroat, but in comparison to busting your ass at a 9 to 5, I'd take this any day. So with that in mind, let's get right into it. All right, starting off the list with business #1. This is the business that I started when I was 13 years old that you can literally start today with little to no experience. Now, I know this won't apply to a lot of you because you're either not confident in your artistic abilities or you don't have a well-built computer, but I'm gonna show you guys a way to literally make this work for anyone. So the first method is to sell pre-made templates to people. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, most of you don't realize that you can go to certain sites and you can actually buy and resell templates that other people created at a premium price. So I did this, and I still do this to this day with my agency to make huge profits and easy income. So let me explain. So there are sites like Envato Elements and FreePic, just 2 examples, where you can download unlimited templates of Instagram posts, Facebook posts, animated stories, flyers, intros, business promos, and presentations, and so on. Let me dive a little bit more into this, and you'll start seeing how ridiculously profitable this can be. And I'm only going to give you a couple examples, but once you get into it, you'll realize the insane potential this all has. So say we go into the site and start typing in Instagram templates. You'll be greeted with literally millions of templates across practically every niche. These aren't your basic Canva templates. These are professional, highly converting posts that you can take and resell to clients. Let's take this one for example. They have tons of pre-made posts and stories that are all ready to go, where you literally just need to change the image and the text and you can start reselling them. Okay, so what do we do with all this and how can this make you money? Well, this is where it gets fun. So there's no question that most businesses are taking their online presence super seriously nowadays, and majority of them, they have no idea what they're doing. So this is where you come in. So let me give you an example. So if you reach out to, say, a dealership and you tell them that you're able to take over their social media and boost their online presence, you'd be amazed what would happen, at least if you approach it the right way. Businesses nowadays get bombarded with proposals like this every single day, so you're gonna need to have to stand out. And having something like this in your pocket is gonna be the ammo that you need to sell them on the spot. So here is how it's gonna go. You're gonna download a bunch of these templates and you're gonna set up an Instagram page where you're gonna display them as a reference. You're gonna get as many of your best templates as possible to give them a view of your quality and your capability. Now, once the page is set up, and this is optional, do your best to grow the page to a couple hundred followers, maybe 1,000. You can do this organically, or you can just run to a panel, spend $20 and get a bunch of fake followers. It really doesn't matter because that's not the focus of this. Once your page is now ready, the next step is to scrape lists of dealerships that you're gonna reach out to. And the best and easiest way to do this is through a Google search. So type in the name of a dealership or just dealership itself, followed by your city. You can start with yours, then do neighboring cities, then states, and then maybe work your way to different countries. So once you have the list, take the information, including the name and the email, and put them in a spreadsheet. I would gather between 100 to 200 before starting your outreach, but anyway, now we move on to the important part. Reaching out to the dealership to actually get a response. So like I said, they get hundreds of emails with similar offers, but most of them go something like this.
Hey, we're a team of graphic designers that create graphic design posts to boost your online presence, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is a little bit different. We're gonna hit them with a problem, a solution, and a call to action that they cannot decline. I'm not gonna waste your time, but I will leave an example script right here in the description that you guys can check out for yourself. You can thank me later, but I am gonna say that it's extremely straightforward and you don't have to send anything near to it, but you can, and you also can't deny that that email is gonna be out of the ordinary, straight to the point, and relatively tempting. Now, what would happen is that you would wait for a response and start getting back to these people one by one. Now, since you're not actually having to create this content from scratch, I would say to offer to make the first 10 posts for free, and then if they like what they see, they can pay you per post, or you can get on a monthly schedule and you can get paid that way. Now, the best part about this is that just from selling content, it can easily lead to, managing the entire account, and this can add on hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars to your income. So it might be worth a try, but I've had a couple dealer clients myself where I was charging around $500 a month for 20 posts and basic organic growth. And a little secret, I didn't lift a finger. To finish off this method, I'm gonna say that if you don't have a computer, you don't have Photoshop or any experience on Instagram, all these things can be so easily outsourced on Fiverr. You can hire someone for extremely cheap, sometimes even 25 cents per post. And then you can also hire someone to manage and grow accounts on Instagram for as little as $30 to $50 a month. There's definitely more to this method, so I'm gonna say if it interests you, click over here to see one of my past videos where I go super in depth on the ins and outs of this business. Now, I would keep watching to the end, but I know a lot of you guys are already super hyped and you're gonna click off anyway, so just do what you want. Moving on to the second and most profitable business that I recommend, and similar to the first one, is pre-made websites. You guys have no idea how many people want and need new websites. Now, before you skip or click off, I'm gonna show you how you can make and sell websites for literally $1,000 and up without ever having to create a site yourself, knowing what the heck you're doing. So let's get right into it. All right, remember how I showed you Envato Elements? Well, on the same site, you can literally download entire pre-built websites pretty much for free. If you search by categories and find WordPress, you can find thousands of done-for-you websites that are literally plug and play for every niche. Let me show you what I mean. This is a template for a medical clinic or anything medical related. As you can see, it's super professional and everything you need is already built for you. So it's just a matter of taking things off their old website and pulling it over to the new one. Now, this is not gonna be a walk in the park and there are gonna be some crucial aspects, but once you get the hang of it, the margins and potential are unreal. Now, another great place to source templates for these same sites is ThemeForest. They have even better templates and they only range between $20 to $80 a website. So now the most important part that we need to talk about, how are we gonna get clients? Now, you can do the exact same thing that I taught you guys in the previous business model, which is to scrape lists of businesses in respective niches and reach out to them with a compelling email. Now you can also run a strong and simple Facebook ad to sell sites at a cheap and affordable price, say between $200 to $600 just to get started and build up your portfolio. You could also reach out to businesses that you know of and ask to remake their site at a cheap rate. You could even go to different stores and have some examples pulled up on your phone and pitch them on the spot. There's literally so many ways to pick up clients. It's crazy. You just have to have the ambition and desire, and I promise you guys are gonna find a way. But I bet you're still wondering how you're gonna be able to make these websites with no experience. Well, let me show you. Web design is such a common skill on freelance sites, for example, like Upwork. Now, if you made a job posting for somebody to take your template and turn it into a functioning site, you're gonna have people fighting over you to do it for $50 to $100, and I'm sure you can figure out the math to figure out how much is gonna be left for you. Now, lucky for you again, I have a video that I made a while back on this method that gives you so much more details on how to take action. So I'm gonna leave it right here for you guys to check out, but it's time to move on to the next one. All right, now on to the third method of making money, and this one is gonna be eBooks. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are not gonna think of this as an appealing way to make money, but you guys have no idea how lucrative and easy this is. Now, let me give you guys some examples, and I'm gonna show you how you can make these books for yourself. Now, I'm not sure if you guys ever heard of Udemy. It's an online platform where you can buy courses and ebooks. And since they get so many monthly viewers who are ready to buy, you can make a ton of money passively by just doing the work once. So if you go and type in ebook here, we can sort by most reviews, and you can see so many books with thousands of sales at a really good price point. Let's take this one for example. Although it shows 3,500 reviews, I know for sure it has more sales since a lot of people don't even leave reviews. If we assume 5,000 sales at $15, that's a grand total of $75,000 for making a book once. All the traffic was coming for free from Udemy, and that's all it really takes. Now, the obvious question is, what are you gonna write about? Well, I'm gonna give you guys a few headliners, and maybe they're gonna help, but if not, I'm also gonna leave a list of 42 different topics in the description that you can write your book about. Maybe this is gonna help inspire you, but anyway, Let's say you could write a book about the step-by-step guide on how to ... or something demystified, or even getting something accomplished in X amount of days. These are all amazing topics. Now, most of us have at least one thing we're good at, and you'd be surprised that there's a market for learning literally anything. Some of you guys are awesome at games. Well, you could write about that. Some of you guys can code a Discord channel. There's a great topic to write about. So deep dive a little bit and get into writing. Even if your first book fails, it's only going to teach you how to make the next one better. And now to show you guys how easy it is to make a book on your own, head back to Envato Elements and search for PowerPoint templates. Here you're going to see thousands of pre-made templates that can be easily turned into visually appealing and professional ebooks for you to create and sell. All right, now let's quickly talk about method number 4. And I do hope you guys are enjoying this, and maybe by now you've seen something that you can already resonate with and want to try, but I know you guys are gonna love the next 2, so let's get right into it. But if you appreciate the value, then feel free to drop a like and comment your thoughts. It genuinely means so much to me, and I love engaging with you guys on my content. So anyway, moving on. Method number 4 is Instagram, and many of you guys are gonna say that I'm gonna be telling you to grow a meme page or sell promos and whatnot. But that's not what I mean at all. Have you guys ever thought of yourself as becoming a mentor and teaching others how to grow online by making a social footprint for themselves and then earning a lot of money doing this for yourself? Well, it's not that hard. Let me explain. I know you've seen pages around Instagram like this without a doubt, but would you believe that some of them make thousands every single week with simple and automated systems? This is also highly in demand, and you know, the era of online earning is at its peak, so why not spend this year and become highly trained on doing something and teaching others how to do it? In the meantime, making loads of money for yourself. So I'm gonna give you guys more examples because I know you guys are still probably wondering how the heck this all works, so let me dive a little bit more. Say you make a motivational page like this and wanna make money. Well, what are the different ways that you can? Well, there are plenty, but the most popular ones are one-on-one mentorship, cheap ebooks or trainings, sales calls, page growth, or affiliate. Now, I know most of you may think that you're not capable of selling, and honestly, that's probably true if you haven't been trained on how to. So this method of business is so new and so unique, and it's a shame just not to try it for yourself. But instead of me explaining how to do it or telling you how to learn on your own, I'm gonna refer you to one of my good friends, Arnell. He's been running this page for around 5 months, and not only has he seen extremely high success on his page, doing all the things that I mentioned, but all his students are too. Here's the crazy part, and I'm saying this because it's gonna reassure you guys that you can do it even though you don't think you'll be able to. There is a significant amount of his students who speak poor English, who have heavy accents, who have never used Instagram for business, and are under 20 years old. Actually, many of them are between 14 to 16 years old, and these people are making between $100 to $1,000 a week with the exact business that I literally just explained to you. If I wasn't 200% consumed with YouTube, this is where I would be. It's an amazing opportunity, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. This is definitely a plug to Arnell and his business, and I highly recommend it since it's different than all the other Instagram business opportunities, and it actually works. I'll let his page and his testimonials speak for themselves, and I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to check out yourselves. But now it's time for the final, and in my opinion, best way to make money online right now. So as you can guess, it's YouTube, guys. By far, this is one of the most outrageous and lucrative businesses that you can do with little to no experience. It's making 16-year-olds 6 figures per month. It's actually not requiring you to use your own face, your own voice, or even create your own videos at all if you so choose. The entire business is built with automation at mind, and it's just plain beautiful. But for all of you guys who don't know how it works, let me quickly explain. Once you become a YouTube partner by reaching 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, then you're able to run ads on your own videos and earn money simply with the act of people watching your content. There's no point of sale. There's literally just earning money to entertain people. It's crazy. So what kind of potential is there with YouTube? Isn't it too late or too hard? Well, YouTube may be old, but YouTube automation is a runner-up to all huge businesses, and unlike most that have very minimal profit margins, this one stands to be the most profitable across all levels of experience and ages. YouTube literally changed my life and brought forth opportunities that I didn't believe possible. So if you didn't get the idea about how much I believe in this business based on the other 50 videos I have talking about it, I hope you get it now. The thing is that yes, this business is difficult. There are learning curves, there's competition, and it's just not for everyone. But if you're gonna want what no one has, you're gonna wanna be willing to do what no one else is. Now I feel like I could blab about this all day and I'm not gonna bore you guys, but I'm gonna leave a link here to a video with a very in-depth explanation about how it all works and how you can do it for yourself. So make sure to click here to check it out, or just wait to the end and click it. But I do want to say this, if you guys are on the route of doing YouTube and you want to take this seriously, then I highly suggest you guys check out my YouTube cash cow crash course. And you guys literally begged me for months to make this, and now that it's finished, it's been beyond incredible. I have students, over 30 students that have been monetized, and students that are already making money and earning back on their investment and getting a head start on growing their social footprint online. So if you guys want more information, it's going to be the first link in the description. Shameless plug. I really hope that I didn't bore you guys. I love and appreciate you all. You're all legends and MVPs. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.